YouTube? Danny Staten here on the Daily Dan Blog. Oh, today we're looking at Nancy Drew and the Hardy Boys from 2017. Hey, how many people are you out there are familiar with the Hardy Boys? Ah, not them goofy bastards. No, not them Hardy Boys. Wait a minute.
It's your feeling. I'm feeling that way too. We're gonna move to Bridgeport for the summer.
What?
But we need to get out of the city.
I know where you guys come from. Everybody's a criminal. But this town sees a little less action than that.
You know why I'm here.
It's about your wife. She was investigating something rather dangerous.
Frank, what's going on?
We gotta help Mom.
The ground you walk on is cursed. If you're not careful, your lives will be too.
It's coming. This doesn't look like the kind of place where people go missing at all.
I think my mom's trying to expose Bridgeport and its secrets.
What secrets?
Look at this.
Joe, you're just kids.
We don't know who we can trust.
We're here to help you guys.
However long it takes.
Whatever it takes.
So, what do we do?
To figure out how this is all connected. What did she uncover?
Oh my God, did you see that? That's the new Hardy Boys stuff that just come out. But this is the Hardy Boys Nancy Drew Mysteries from 2017. And by the way, it has absolutely nothing to do with none of that crap you just watched. Oh my God, they really screwed this bad boy up. I can't wait to bust into it. This is really going to mess with some people's heads. So let's do it. So as usual, in issue 4, from 2017, the Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew Mysteries, we have no fucking clue what's going on because we missed books 1 through 3. So in number 4, Sam Roper sits alone in this little room that he's been locked into. You ain't never gonna believe what this bastard's been locked into this room for. That's right, YouTube. He's been locked in by the Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew, who apparently are now sword-wielding samurais and not the kids from the beloved book series we read as a child. Sam Roper's in trouble. He gonna cut Sam Roper's nose off. Sam Roper don't tell him who hired him to kill some jackass that he cut the heart out of. Yeah, I read this piece of crap. So in full panels, brought to you by the Daily Dan Blog, we're going to watch the Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew torture the shit out of old Sam Roper, trying to get him to talk to find out who put him up to killing some guy we don't know nothing about. Yeah, it's true, we know nothing about it because we missed books 1 through 3. But I suppose the guy they killed, meant something to somebody. But Nancy Drew and the Hardy Boys is messing this guy up. You know, when I think of the Hardy Boys, this is not what I think about.
In the pool area, take the cable car tram up to the tour center.
There may be some surprises along the way. I'm with the detectives convention at the tower.
You look a little young to be a detective. Full-fledged one, that is. Box is gone and the room's wrecked. Kidnapping, I'd say.
The house on Bracken Moor. 8 people are brought together by mysterious circumstances. One by one, the people start to disappear.
We'll have to wait until he lets us out before we can make a move. If he lets us out.
Make it a good kiss if you can handle it.
All right, here we go, and action.
YouTube, when I think about the Hardy Boys, these are the guys I think about. And that chick from the beginning that was playing Nancy Drew, that other girl. The old stuff, the good stuff. Hell, that stuff right there is the bomb. You should look that up and watch it. Full episodes of the original Hardy Boys are available on YouTube. So, YouTube, what'd you think about that? Yeah, them are the Hardy Boys that I know and love. So in this full panel, we're going to watch those Sam Roper get tortured to death a little bit. I think I didn't show you this? Hey, we done did this. Nancy trying to be sweet to him. Nancy sucking up to him. Nancy trying to get him to talk, but it does not work. Nancy, your charms are failing. Hey, I threw that little clip in there earlier. Full panels brought to you by the Daily Dan Blog. I threw that little clip in there earlier of the old Parker Stevenson, Sean Cassidy, Hardy Boys. I did that just for one dude. That's right, YouTube. I knew this guy would get a kick out of it. How you doing, Dave? I hope you're enjoying this review of the Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew. So, in full panels brought to you by the Daily Dan Blog, the adventure goes on. Nancy Drew can't get the guy to talk. She had to run and tell old daddy about it. Find out we're working for Nancy Drew's dad. That sounds a lot like that crappy new TV show, don't it? Anyway, Nancy Drew's dad's all upset that they can't get him to give up the syndicate of bad guys who hired this or brainwashed this Sam Roper guy into killing that unknown guy from 1 through 3. Hey, how about this, YouTube? Nancy Drew and the Hardy Boys, they're putting their heads together with old goofy-ass dad here, and they come up with a plan. They're going to slip old boy Sam some acid-type stuff and make him tell the truth. It's going to get him all talkative. Wow, I hate this freaking comic book. This thing is going to give me a headache or nightmares. So, in full panels brought to you by the Daily Dan Blog, the artist of this comic book should be castrated for the serious insult he's inflicted to the Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew legacy. Anyway, dude goes on an acid trip, cut somebody's heart out in the memory. He give it up to Nancy Drew. And Nancy Drew and the Hardy Boys they're going to tell Dad about who these bad guys are that killed Mr. X in volume number 3 or something. God, I can't. They don't even say the guy's name. That's right, in full panels, we're totally lost trying to keep up with the Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew, number 4 from 2017. Anyway, guy got high on acid, ratted some people out, and now these are the bad guys. Look at that. He look like the devil with them pointed ears, don't he? And the Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew know who the bad guys are as they're trying to track them down. And it don't look like they're going to want to track this guys down. They look like some bad guys, you know. Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew may get a wedgie on this one. And as usual with Dynamite Comic Books, it's time for a whole bunch of freaking commercials. And we know how they love commercials. Here we get one for Sheena, issue 0. That's one of them. Look, they're going to sell that bad boy for 25 cents in 2017. That shows you how rough this one's going to be. Look, we're going to get some real Sheena action. At least they're going to throw a couple of pages of the Sheena comic book, which, by the way, I think the Sheena comic book, it might be a much better comic book than this piece of crap we going through today. I see the Sheena comic book just based on this little bit of stuff I saw right here. I will be grabbing the Sheena comic book. Because in my opinion, this book right here, and it's issue 0, for 25 cents, is better than this Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew that I probably paid like $5 for. That kills me. So in full panels brought to you by the Daily Dan Blog, we find the Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew have tracked down these really bad dudes who brainwashed Sam into killing these people thanks to the acid flashback they gave him. Now, they're in hot pursuit. And there's nowhere to hide. Oh, ain't this some Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew shenanigans? They tracked down the bad guys. They got to look at them. Bad guys saw them, and they had to run and look for a place to hide. What the frig? We tracked down the bad guys so we could run and hide. That's what all heroes do, right? No, I don't think so. Well, YouTube, hiding didn't work. And on the very next page, we find these assholes locked in a room on the boat where the bad guys bust open the door, come in to confront the Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew and tell them how stupid they are, because Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew in this book are some real total tools, as one gets knocked on his ass, and bad guy says, "Hi, you some idiots." YouTube, I swear to God, that's how the story ends, or continues to the next. But yeah, continues to the next comic book, which will be issue number 5, after the Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew get that ass spanked. Yeah, that's the way that ended. And right over here, you get a picture of this goof that I have no clue who he is. Let's see if we can read it into fine print. Can you read that, YouTube? This is Mark. I don't know. I'm just going to do it like this and let you read along with this crap if you want to. And that's letters to dynamite. Oh, isn't that exciting? Because we couldn't put a couple more pages of comic book action in the back. No, we had to throw in this pile of bullshit right here where you get the question and answer stuff with Mark. That's what I said his name was, Mark. If he's a son bitch that drew it, you ought to look him up and slap him. Beat the information out of him of who wrote the damn thing, and that's the sucker you ought to go after. Whoever destroyed and molested the Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew mystery stories. So in the last few pages of these irritating panels brought to you by the Daily Damn Blog, we're going to get to see a grumpy cat named Garfield, which is probably a bunch more freaking better books than the one I just went through. And then we're going to get to see Money Penny. It's a story of James Bond's secretary. Hey, James Bond's secretary didn't look like an Afro-American when I watched them goddamn movies. What movie is this shit supposed to be from? Money Penny, she did not look like that in the movies I saw. Oh my God, YouTube, what is wrong with these comic books? They got more pages of commercials than they do goddamn action. Look at this. We got Turok, and once again, that looks like this might be a better comic book than this one. I think all of them might be better than this month. Well, Dave says be nice. I'm going to try not to cuss too much. And then we get some Betty Page, and I know from the bottom of my heart that this comic book would be 10 times better than this sumbitch I've been going through today. Because I am a Betty Page fan. My grandpa had a poster of Betty Page on the wall in the bedroom. Grandma hated it. And in the final back cover, you get to see this bullshit right here that I've showed you plenty of times before because it's in the back page of every Dynamite comic book, and here's the people you can blame. Starting with you, Kevin Smith. I'm going to write you a letter about this mother. And you get to see some ads for The Big Lie. And The Big Lie being somebody said this comic book might be good. Nah. And on the back cover, to wrap it up, we see the Shadow, #1. A pop icon comes to the modern day. This means we took the Shadow, which is a great story of the old days, and we update it. He's probably a homosexual now with pink leotards under that outfit because they're going to make everything modern. But it's still probably a better comic book than this one. So YouTube, that's my look at the Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew. Or Nancy Drew and the Hardy Boys. The Big Lie, that's that shit they were previewing in the back. That must be 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 or something. Or maybe the 1, 2, 3 of this. Whatever. Weather Deladora. What the fuck is that somebody's name? I don't know. Number 4 from 2017 is Nancy Drew and the Hardy Boys. And I hope you enjoyed my look at this incredible piece of garbage. I think whoever drew this comic book should be beat. Whoever wrote it should be shot. But I like the cover art on it. It looks pretty cool, and I just like the title. I'm going to hang it up on the wall and hang my head in disappointment that I actually bought this. And I actually spent money on this, and I recommend you don't unless you just want a cover that says Nancy Drew and the Hardy Boys for you all like me, because I have so many other cool covers up there on the wall. And this will fit right in with the theme of things based on TV shows that I like to do. Well, thanks for joining me. Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that stupid bell. Be sure to check out my friend Dave Sunstorm. And be sure to, you gotta check out Dave because he does the good stuff. And check out Pat McCormick. The Golden Rage of TV. And that's a great channel, just like Dave's, and you should definitely check them out if you're into the good stuff. I'm sure they make a lot more better videos than I do. Anyway, till next time, this is Danny Staten on the Danny Dan Blood saying, plug over, dudes. Plug over.